What's up, Ragin Nation? My name is Alex. How y'all doing? Today is October 30th, 2012, and I'd like to share with you my current Transformers shopping list. Now, this is something I don't do very often just because there's always a lot of things that I want to get, but I find that right now is a really great time, but not a good time for my wallet because I'm going to be spending a lot of money on these things, so I have to be very selective about what I want. But let's just start off with some of the smaller things and some of the things that I've wanted before and might have changed my mind. The very first thing is a couple of Masterpiece items. Masterpiece Soundwave. Masterpiece Soundwave, I believe, comes with Laserbeak, but I also want his extra cassettes, which are sold separately. I believe the pair is Rumble and Buzzsaw, and then Ravage and Frenzy. I definitely want those, so that's 3 masterpieces right there. I also want Sideswipe and Red Alert. I decided that I'm gonna get both of them. Now, I am going to be in Hong Kong from the middle of November to the end of November, and I will be looking for a Masterpiece Sideswipe. Red Alert is not out just yet, but I will be getting that later on. Now, something that I wanted was a little bit of a quirky item, and that is these cap formers. This is Megatron and Optimus Prime in the shape of these caps, and then they transform into robots modes. Now, this reminds me of the time that Takara collaborated with Nike to release these shoe transformers. These shoe formers, that's what the fans were calling them. It had Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Ultra Magnus. I used to have all those, but then I sold them all just because I just got bored of them. So I won't be getting those anymore, which was a great thing because I'll be saving a little bit of money. But there is something that I do want, and it's a third-party product. And it is this accessory set from a third-party company called Beelzeboss or Beelzeboss. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's an accessory kit for your Deluxe, Red Alert, and Sideswipe from the Universe or Generations line or Classics line. I'm not really sure, but it's for this Red Alert right here. And also the Sideswipe that is from that same series. So that is something that I want because it gives it a missile and these other like arm accessories and weapons and things like that. So this is something that I do want, and I'm not too crazy about third-party products, but I just had to have that. It looks really good. So I've already mentioned which masterpieces that I wanted. There is something else that I would kind of consider a masterpiece, but it really isn't. It is the Striker Prime, the APMS version of it, Asia Premium Movie Series. I don't really know if that's what it's called. But it's the silver version. It's the one with the chrome paint. And the reason why I want that is because it's almost like a Buster Prime version of Striker Prime. But one thing that it has that the one that I have doesn't have is that it comes with those arm blades. And that is something that makes Striker Prime complete. So that is something that I have to have, but it's not something that I'm putting on the top of my list because I already do have Striker Prime. My theory is that the chrome version of Striker Prime isn't going to sell out right away. It's not going to sell like hotcakes because a lot of people do already have Striker Prime and Buster Prime. So getting this is kind of like double dipping on the same product. But it is still something on my list of Transformers that I want. Speaking of metallic repaints, Toys R Us Japan will be having an exclusive Leader Class Weaponizer Bumblebee, their Takara version from Transformers Prime. This goes for 8,000 yen, which is technically like 80 or 90 US dollars. And this will be released on November 19th in Japan only. Unfortunately, I'm only in Japan from the 8th of November to the 15th of November. I'll be on my way to Hong Kong, so I will miss that release. And it is something that I want, but I could always get my brother to get it for me. That is something that I do want because I love the metallic paint job. Now, you've noticed that I haven't mentioned anything about Fall of Cybertron. I'm not done just yet. The Fall of Cybertron item that I want the most is actually that Takara Bruticus set. I want all 5 of them. And the SDCC version was one that I want, but I ain't paying $200 or $250 for something like that. When you do the math, that's like $50 a piece. And give me a break. Come on, it's just a deluxe figure, so I don't need to do that. I'd rather just pay a regular retail price or just a little bit of a premium just to get that imported Takara version. Now, the GD2 version isn't that bad, but I still find the colors a little bit too bright for my taste. It just makes it a little bit too rainbowy for me. But it's definitely better than the standard retail version. But I'm going to go with the version that I like the most, and that is the Takara version. Speaking of other Fall of Cybertron figures, I'm not sure if I want them right away, but the other ones that are on my list are the Fall of Cybertron Sideswipe, the Kickback, and also Starscream. Those look pretty good, and I'm talking about the Takara versions. Those guys I'm gonna put at the bottom of my list just because there's just so much stuff to get and you have to rank these items. You can't just want to get everything. You got to put everything in a bit of a priority list because what it all really comes down to is how much money you have. And to get everything, man, that would just be like, we're talking about like a lot of money. But I've just summarized it right there for you guys. Those are all the items I want. Oh, I just almost forgot. I almost forgot. They're doing some kind of Nissan GTR exclusive versions of the GTR, the Alternity line, and those look cool. I haven't actually seen the actual product shots, but the concept alone of having these GTRs repainted into like you know, like import Rice Racer versions, I kind of like that. So I'll wait till they have official product photos and then see how much they really cost. And if they're really financially accessible, then I will get those items. And I might want all 4 repaints of them. It's just really cool because I love the Nissan GTR as a car in real life. And to have these transformable versions of it, well, that's just freaking cool. So that is definitely on my list. Anyways, there you have it. Why don't you guys just name 5 items that you really want in your shopping list of Transformers that you really, really want? What are the 5 priority items? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, and also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. And humans on Earth quite consistently. This is also a moment where Soundwave gets to perform his duties as a telecommunications officer, and it totally reminds me of his recon work that he